Hello everyone, welcome to the channel update for October. The month of pumpkin spice, Halloween, fall, despite being 94 degrees tomorrow where I am, and other things that people tend to enjoy. Not sure if there's anyone, like most of my friends who get excited over a particular month. Most of my friends don't get excited over any particular month, but those who do, it's basically all October. Interesting. Anyway, what to talk about on the channel? Of course, Breath of Fire 2 wrapped up, which means we've started a new game. Final Fantasy VI, playing the US release on the SNES version. Really aren't too many changes from the original Japanese on that, as far as I know. And that's the version that I want to play. There are reasons for that I will get into. As to Fallout 2, that is wrapping up very soon. I have finished recording for it. It has a little bit over a week left, I believe. And then we'll move on to something else. No, I'm not going to say what that is yet. You will have to wait in suspense. And Final Fantasy Tactics really doesn't have that much left in it either. I have not finished recording, but it is it is on the wind down. The end of the game events are coming up pretty soon. I will be doing the Deep Dungeon, however, so that's going to be like an extra 10 episodes or something. I've never actually done that before. The first time I played the game, by the time it came up, I think I was just ready to see the end. I wanted to see how the story ended, kind of thing, as opposed to being like tired of the game or anything. So I did just kind of like beeline for the end at that point. Still got Dragon Quest Builders 2 stream footage going up. I'm way past what's going up on the channel right now, but that will be channel content for quite a while. I have been streaming that every Mondays and many Saturdays as well, but I'll get to that in a moment when I talk about streaming content. Let's see. Zelda Link to the Past stream footage from before Dragon Quest Builders 2. That's going up as well. People are enjoying that. I had a lot of fun playing through it, and that should wrap up this month as well. It's only 26 episodes, so. And the Stellaris Megacorp multiplayer with Mysterious JG and Zerfall, that is done. Well, we finished recording it. The last episodes will be going up real soon, like next week, I think. Yeah, so that's the Let's Plays on the channel. I have not forgotten about the promise to do a Crusader Kings 2 playthrough with the Zerfall MS Bike Ride charity donors. I still haven't taken the time to really learn modding. I mean, I've looked into it a bit, but I need to like really look into the history modding part and figure out what I need to do to get all the characters in and get all the titles handed out appropriately and stuff like that. So that will be further off than now. Although I did say that I was going to do it before the end of the year. So gonna have to get on to that soon because I only have 3 months left. But I do also want to get another Crusader Kings 2 full achievement campaign going pretty soon as well, because it's been a little while since we had one, and I've been, kind of wanting to get back to it. I do enjoy the game quite a bit, and it's always good content on the channel. Still gonna wait for an actual DLC before I go back to Imperator Rome. I feel like they are making incremental changes and stuff like that, but I do really feel that the game needs the DLCs to make it as fun as, say, Crusader Kings 2 is. So, I'll be waiting for more stuff like that. That's really the main channel stuff. Streaming-wise, of course, as I said, Dragon Quest Builders 2, still streaming that. Every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, GMT -4. I think that'll go to -5 next month sometime. And there's going to be a period of time when it's wonky compared to because the U.S. is stupid and decided to go on to an extended daylight savings time when everyone else in the world hasn't, and everyone in the world just needs to get off daylight savings time. You know, if you want to split the difference, just shift times by half an hour everywhere. Whatever. It's really dumb. I don't know why we're still not doing it. Like, what is the the special interest that wants it in place? I don't understand this. Like, everyone hates it. Whatever. Anyway, so that's still going on. I am still occasionally playing it on Saturdays as well after the Spelljammer game. The time that I start that varies, so you just want to follow my Twitch channel and get the notifications. A link is up here on the main page. Of course, any video that I put up that is stream footage, there will be a link to the Twitch channel there. And of course, in this update video, I will have a link in the description below. So that's Dragon Quest Builders 2. And of course, Saturday's also seen the continued adventures of our Spelljammer campaign. The current adventure, Adventure 14, that should be wrapping up within the next few weeks. I think that we're going to be taking a hiatus, a 1-week hiatus soon, postponing just because some people are going to be out. Keep an eye on posts on Discord for those wondering. Otherwise, you know, I'll be posting up on, you know, you'll get the appropriate notification. I'll probably stream something else that day just because, you know, a lot of people will be expecting me to stream. Other than that, that's mostly the channel stuff. If you want to access Discord, there are links in the description below. There are links on basically every video, except for old ones that I need to go back and fix and get those in. Description, you know, in this description below, the channel page, there's a link. There's also links to Twitter, and of course Patreon, all in the descriptions and everything like that. For those of you who are interested in Dungeons and Dragons, I have put up another deity. This one, we have moved into the Sealy Court. So this month is Caoimhin, which is Irish. I am probably butchering the pronunciation, and it probably is just random Irish words or a random Irish word taken at random by a non-Irish person. I don't know. I don't know Irish, so. But I kind of got that impression from some of the other names. Anyway, Caoimhin is the patron of the killmoulis, which are little brownie-like creatures that have no mouths. They're kind of weird. I don't know if they've ever really shown up in any published Dungeons and Dragons adventure. But hey, they're there. They have a god, so I updated it. It was pretty interesting to work on. Tried to get like Caoimhin is basically the smallest and weakest deity that I think that I would, you know, that I can envision in second edition, at least in terms of actual deities. At, you know, he's basically the weakest demi-power that I can envision at all, and he's only a foot tall. So, you know, he's a small deity, and he knows it. So, but it was pretty interesting to write up. Check him out. Could definitely have some fun work if you want to have some killmoulis into, you know, in an adventure. Gives a little bit more to work with on their personalities and stuff like that. Yeah, so check that out if you're interested in Dungeons and Dragons deities. Even though it is written for second edition, you know, most of the material is not rules-based, so you can use it in anything. Over on Patreon, they have changed the layout of Patreon pages, probably to make them more friendly to mobile. But like, this is a small window. This is not this browser window that I'm displaying in this video. This is not full screen on my screen. And look at all of this white space. This is bad. I don't like it. This is bad. People should not do this. But it's not up to me. Anyway, we are still hovering around the $400 level. The $600 goal still a ways off. If you want me to actually do, add in a new, essentially a new video track where the Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions, which was a patron reward, becomes a recurring thing, so that once, if we hit the $600 level, then it would become a thing where once Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions is done, I'd be starting on another thing based on patron choices, and then another thing would start, so there would always be, direct viewer input on what I play. Besides, I always take into account when people say, hey, you should play this game, it's really good, I think you'd like it. I take a look at those games, and I, file them away in the back of my head, but I have a lot of games that I want to play, so, getting to those is always an issue of, what do I think, what do I want to play right now? Does this look like something that viewers would be interested in watching right now? That kind of thing. So, given that I have a lot of things that I want to play, obviously, when someone says, hey, you should play this, it's really good, I think you'd like it, it's probably going to take a backseat to this game that I want to play myself, that I know I like, kind of thing. So, a way to get direct input is to get up to the $600 goal and be a patron. And we'll either have suggestion or voting abilities based on the levels. Patron status is pretty important for keeping the channel running. I've had some unusual expenses recently that, well, not unusual, but expected but poorly timed, shall we say, expenses. And I have some others coming up that I've got to take care of. And money's very, very tight right now. So any support on Patreon is very, very much appreciated. It does go a long way to helping keep the channel going, continuing to put out as much content as I am, as often as I am. If I can't make ends meet, then I will have to reduce the amount that I'm putting out and spend time on other things. That's kind of how it goes. Patreon's been very successful in helping me out, keeping me, making ends meet, but there's still a lot more that could go there, and I strongly encourage anyone who has a few bucks. I mean, just $1 a month goes a long way. It really does. If dozens and dozens of people just did $1 a month, that would not only would that get us a long way towards the next goal, it would also go a long way to keeping me solvent and continuing to put things out. There are other ways that you can help out as well. There are Twitch subscriptions that you can do if that's better for you. If you have a Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime subscription, then you can do a subscription to me once per month for free, for no extra cost on you, which also goes a long way towards helping me out without any real extra burden on you beyond clicking the button to subscribe. This just yesterday, in fact, the 30th of September, I did hit the next level of subscription status on Twitch. So that does mean that there will be a new emote coming this week. I have an idea of what it will be already, so next time you're in stream, keep an eye out for that and see what that is. Usable by those who have subscribed. So that's all really important to keep me going, and those of you who are supporting me on Twitch and on Patreon, it really does mean a lot to me that you see what I'm doing as worth throwing a few bucks my way, kind of thing, and it really does mean a lot. I really do appreciate it. Names of patrons are scrolling by on the video below. And you guys are fantastic, and it really does mean a lot to me. And I really do thank you for all the support that you've shown me. It's, you know, I've been doing it for a few years, but still, like, every month, it does hit me, you know, hey, these people enjoy what I'm doing. You know, I'm putting it all up for free. There's no barrier to getting any access to any of the videos or the stream content. And yet there's people who feel that what I'm doing is adding enough to their lives to throw me a few bucks. It really does mean a lot to me, and I really do appreciate it. And it raises my confidence level. If you go back to some of my earliest videos, you can tell that, I mean, obviously I was not, you know, there was the nervousness of doing this all for the first time, but also I made some comments about, you know, not being very good at what I was doing. And there were a couple people who, you know, kind of slapped that down and said, no, this is good. And that helped too. So all of that has gone a long way to raising my confidence level, and I really do appreciate it. I want to thank you guys all for everything that you've been doing. And that's basically it, what's going on this month. I don't think that there's anything else to really talk about. Pretty happy with where I am right now, otherwise. Having a lot of fun playing the games, having a lot of fun with the streams, the Spelljammer game. You know, the fact that it's still going with most of the same people all this time, that's, you know, that kind of blows me away. I kind of figured that there would be a little bit more turnover, but I do appreciate that. And I appreciate everyone who comes out and participates in the streams and chats and or just lurks and watches. It really is, I really do appreciate it. So, thanks again, everyone, and I hope everyone's October goes well. See you in the next update video, everyone.